everything seems to be working good. Hello, hello, and welcome. Ah, I see Ka's here. Hello, Ka. How you doing? Yeah, this is all right. So, as for today, the plan is just to continue working on these little chibis. Yesterday I was feeling super inspired and I started on the Scirocco painting here. So I'm gonna continue him and then just kind of move along, continue with the others. Yeah. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna pull up a reference photo so that I kind of stay in line with what I'm trying to do. And how is everyone? How are you, Ka? How you doing? All right, so I'm gonna bring this palette forward and I'm gonna mix some colors here. I think the next step would be to work on the sleeves. So I'm gonna kind of like add some turpentine to the oil paint mixture here, kind of loosen it up a little bit. And I have my paintbrush. You know what? I'm gonna move my palette. I'm gonna get more comfortable here and swap this around. Whoop. Being very careful. Don't need to drop the painting, especially at this stage. That would be bad. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? Oh, and it's Win too, and Ray. Oh my gosh. Hi, Win. Hi, Ray. How you guys doing? It's good to see ya. I think I have to keep it like so. I'm trying to I readjust my camera to hopefully so you could see it all a little bit better. But now I'm like rethinking everything. So yeah, give me one moment to figure this out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Ray, you're doing a lot. Good. I'm glad you're doing a lot better now, Ray. Yay. That's what I like to hear. Good. I'm glad you're doing good, Win. That's good. Can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see. Yeah, so just continue working on these little guys. Oh my gosh. Today is going to be a busy day for me, I will admit. So I have to, right after the stream today, of course I'm working on this, but I have to get done with these Alistair commission ears that I've been working on. And I have to get those done today. So, and just lots of other projects too. Yeah, I have to get, yep, I have to get the Alistair ears done by today. Um, so, ah, I gotta get moving on those. But I didn't want to work on them on stream because I thought that it wouldn't be very interesting just seeing me glue like fur together. Trying to blend this, I kind of messed up on this side right over here. And I'm just trying to blend it back to what it was. I know it seems like I'm kind of bouncing around right now. Oh, thank you, Win. I'm glad you think so. Thank you, Isaac. You guys are so nice. You guys are nice. Anyway, I'm super excited to work on this piece, and I don't know, like yesterday, I was just having so much fun with it. I wanted to continue. That's why I continued working on it yesterday, even after the stream, because I was just having so much fun. In a way, you guys get to see a little jump in time, so it's kind of fun for you guys. Hey, and it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Aww. You're all very sweet. Well, I'm glad you're entertained. No matter what goes on in this stream. Glad I can keep it interesting. Aww. Thank you, Eva Leia. Thank you. Wow. All right, Isaac. That's awesome. That sounds like a really fun game, Isaac. That sounds really fun. Isaac, have you played that new game yet? What is it called? Fable? Have you played? Ah, I got you, Isaac. So it still has a way to go until it's released. Sounds very cool, though. Sounds very, very cool. All right. Yep, and pretty much I'm just kind of trucking along, continuing. And when I painted the background, some of the details kind of got covered up on accident, but thankfully I kind of knew where I drew them and what they're supposed to look like. So not all is completely lost. And right, it's just paint. So even if I go back and I'm like, uh-oh, gotta fix something, I totally can. And just paint right over it. And thankfully too, since this is oil paint, all my colors stay like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine with all these little details and characters if this was acrylic and all the paint drying so fast. I think what I would end up doing if this was acrylic was that I wouldn't do one character at a time. I would end up kind of doing like an assembly line, like all the skin tones, and then like all the blue in everyone's clothes, all the red in everyone's clothes, all the black in everyone's clothes. Like I would kind of do almost like a printing press where I would just do each color as part of assembly line and hope that I don't forget any details. So like now I'm working on orange. So that means like all the characters that have orange in it would get this orange. If that's how it was, if this was acrylic, that's how I would do it. It's how I think I would have to, because otherwise I'd be going through so much paint. Remixing it each time. Hey, that's cool, Win. Good job reaching the stream streak. Heck yeah. Sorry, I still have this little cough. But that's awesome. Heck yeah. All right. So, for his pants, it looks like it's kind of a different color of black. This is something a bit darker. And even though I'm like color blocking, I still don't want to lose like any details, so I am gonna do some like light shadowing still. And sometimes when details disappear, I gotta re-add them back in. I don't know, I find something also very relaxing about painting the little chibis. It's almost kind of like peaceful, you know? Like there's a lot of tiny details, but yet nothing's like super harsh or demanding. Hey! And Evolea also reached a streak. Yay! That's awesome, Evolea. We're reaching goals today, reaching stream streaks today. Heck yeah, that's what I like to see. I know right now it almost looks like the same pant leg. It's all like one pant leg, but I swear once I have outlines and that kind of stuff, it'll be different. I'll make sure there's separation. And gotta have the big old pockets. Hey, good job, Win. Catching the little star. Stream avatar star. There we go. Okay. So what is everyone's plans for today? I feel like I've shared what I'm planning on doing and my goals, but what is everyone else up to today besides watching the stream? Is anyone else working on any fun projects? Or are you like, nope, today's a daily duty day, gotta run some errands or gotta be at work? What is everyone's plans for today? Or if you got a time zone difference and it's the evening for you, what did you do today? And how was your day? Nice. Fun. That sounds like fun, Win. I wish you the best of luck with your drawing, and I hope that you're able to get to some glass, especially that today is actually a nice day to work outside. Nice, nice. Win, what do you want to make out of glass? What's your next glass project? Oh, I didn't wash out that brush too well. I noticed some orange in it. Oops. Oopsies. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you. I know I'll be able to finish the commission today. I'll be able to. I should be able to. I know this foot looks really weird right now, but I'm still working on like shaping it so that it's like in the right perspective. I know, it looks super weird right now. Excuse me. Sorry, still battling this cough. Yeah, I want to see Win if you feel like sharing and you want to share what your next glass project is. I'd love to see. Absolutely. I'm actually going to reshape this just a hair, just a tad. I usually don't like to do what I'm doing because I'm afraid that it'll take away the background. But if I'm careful enough, I can remove just the gray that I'm trying to use for the shoe and keep the blue background. There we go. Yeah, feel free to share Win. I'd like to see. I'm curious of what video game you're inspired by. I'm super curious. I'm almost surprised you're not doing something like Dragon Prince inspired. Maybe like little tiny stained glass, like little stained glass windows that you hang in the window of like all the elements. All right, a future project at some point. All right, so I have 1 foot here, but it looks like he only has 1 foot. So I'm gonna add in the second one right here, kind of just more peeking out from behind. There we go. The foot isn't exactly where I'd like it to be 100%, but I mean, it's only the first layer, so there is like room for adjustments, and it's possible it'll look better with like outlines and that kind of stuff. Which I have had that before, where I'm like, something looks off, and then I come back to it later and fix it, especially with the chibis. Sometimes it's better just to move on than like overwork an area. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. You're very kind. And now working on his hand, kind of working on the glove of the hand. And for today, I'm feeling a bit slower, so I mean, if I can at least get Scirocco done within the time frame, I would be very happy. Move it to the side a little bit. Gotta shape this hand better. It's looking a little bit too much like a ball. There we go. There we go. Fixing that little cuff. And then for the fingers. The fingers! Right now I'm just doing a little like they're kind of just like single brush strokes for the fingers. No, Caw! Thank you for the bits. Aw. Caw, you spoil me. Thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Nah. You know, every little bit of the bits does help me. And I'm not gonna lie, it keeps me going for sure. Aw, thank you guys. I really do appreciate everyone who's here and who like with it just being here and hanging out with me and also supporting me. It really means a lot. It does. You know, a lot of work goes into being an artist. A lot of work. A lot of people think, oh, it's just you. You know, you just paint all day. And it's like, yeah, exactly. I just paint all day. um, there's so much to it. Hey, and it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? It's good to see ya. Look, little baby Shirako. He's coming to life. Uh-oh. I realized I have smudged. Oh no, I smudged bad. How did I get... See, that's something else with oil paint. It's like, where did it come from? What was I doing? I lost my train of thought. How's video editing going for you, Nacho? I'm guessing that's what you're doing as you come by and hang out. How's the video editing going? Oh, and if you guys haven't seen already, Nacho's making a little documentary about following me around, going to cons and what it takes and how much work it takes to be like a vendor at these events. And so, yeah, you really get to see like a full behind the scenes of what I do. So if you haven't gone and checked it out, go check it out. Yeah. Thank you, Win. Thank you. All right. So now I got his little headset. Thankfully, it's like just a lot of grays, blacks, and oranges for Shirako's outfit. So it's kind of like all the colors, at least at this point, can kind of trade with each other. So I'm not like mixing like a whole bunch of million different colors. Oh, good. I'm glad that you've seen the little documentary Win. Yay! And I think on Friday, the second episode drops. So keep an eye out for it. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, Nacho did a really good job on the first episode. The tiny details. So tiny details. There we go. Okay, there is a lot of more details to his little headphones, but like I said, this is just for Slayer, so it's like just the basic details. I do love doing these little chibi arts. I kind of want to do more. I have so many different fan art ideas I want to do. That I've been kind of thinking of. That I think would be fun. Might have to do after these. If that is, everyone likes watching the chibi art progress. Which it all seems like you said you liked it, so. Alright, so for the frame of his glasses, I'm definitely gonna take something really, really small. Alright, and then I'm gonna, those frames look very thick and chunky, I will say. So I'm gonna go back in. Thin them out. There we go. Making them a lot softer. I think I'm gonna make them softer on top too. You know what? I think I better have control if I flip it around. Actually, I gotta flip it here like this. There we go. You guys, yeah, you guys can all see it still really well. Oh, in a way, you kind of see it right side up on your perspective for a little bit. All right. Yay! Is he almost done? Oh, oh, wait. I still see a spot. The little, what do you call it? The little screen on his DJ cuffs. There we go. And there we go. And baby Scirocco is done. Yay! I'll flip it around. So, as for the next one, who to do next? I was gonna do work on Nolo next, but I think with like how the camera is positioned and that kind of stuff, and how I have to sit, I think it might almost be more comfortable for me to start on Wild. Well, no. I don't want to screw myself up. Yeah, no, I could do Wild. As long as I move this way over, I should be okay not to smudge anyone. So, because I don't want to. Now I'm like redebating. I'm like, which one should I do next? Because if I do this one and he's, no, I won't fetch this one. Okay, why not Wild? Why not? We've already done Tuteku. Why not a Metal Maniac? Or would I have to remix all these colors? Hold on. Hold on. I did not think of mixing the colors. This is what I go through with each of my paintings of how to like move forward. At least with Nolo, I have all these colors. And with Wild, he's all like, all the Metal Maniacs are reds and browns and that kind of stuff. Which that means I would have to mix new colors. So you know what? Actually, it would be smarter. I'm just gonna have to adjust my position a little bit. Would be smart to actually, you know what? That's still in frame. That doesn't look bad. You know what? I will continue with the Teku because all my colors are mixed. So I should technically just stay with what colors I have before they all dry out, and that is the smartest way to go. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Find my reference photo. Where are you? There you are, Nello. This one was a bit tricky because I had drawn a sketch of one position for him, and then when I was coming up with the composition of how to place everyone on the canvas, like there was a problem with Torque's hair and then Nolo's feet, and making sure that everyone fit, but everyone was still in proportion. So I had to change the feet just a tad. Make him more like he's leaning rather than just standing, so that I could have room for everyone. So as some of the characters slightly changed based on like where they were on the canvas and and I'm just trying to mix a new color for Nolo. Trying to mix his skin tone. There we go. Nah, thank you. Thank you, Win. I'm definitely trying to make it come out the best that it can. I'm going back over and trying to get the right color. Sometimes I do that when like especially like in portraits or like doing little caricatures. I want to make sure I get the skin tone just right. I'd rather change it early on than like later having to repaint everything. Yeah, I painted very dark with the graphite on this one, so it'll definitely have to be a couple layers. Thank you, Win. Yep, and that's the energy I'm going for. That's Nolo for ya. There we go. Might be kind of hard to see some of the details, but I have it in my head of what's supposed to look like and all that. So just as the painting goes along, it'll become more clear what is what. I swear, I promise. It's like I've got a vision. Just trust the process. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely post like more close-ups and that kind of stuff later, for sure, if you guys want me to. I tried to bring in the lens a little bit closer so you could kind of see more of the details this time. I don't know. I feel like part of me, even though I've been, it's been over a year since I've been streaming, I still kind of experiment with the lenses and knowing the right position and all that kind of stuff. I'm still experimenting with it. There we are. Hey, at least it's a peaceful day painting. Here we go. Coming together, coming together. All right. Now for his hair. I do have a little bit of like that black and blue kind of color. So I'm just going to continue with that. Gosh, I really do like oil paint that I don't have to constantly remix colors. It's definitely super nice. Coffee today. Got myself some coffee. With accidental extra sugar. It's okay, I don't mind sweet coffee. What ended up happening was mom poured me a cup and I thought she just poured me a cup of coffee and then I put in my like own cream and sugar, but I didn't realize she just put in she put in already sugar but no cream, so it just looked like a black coffee. And then I went in and I put in more sugar, and she's like, "Oh, I already did that for you." And I'm like, "All right, well, I guess I'm having extra sweet coffee then." Kind of a funny moment this morning. Aw, thank you, Evelea. You're so funny. You're sweet as well. Nah, a fairy can never have too much sugar. Whee! I'll be very awake now. Very, very awake. Oh, you've done that too, Win, where you accidentally put too much sugar? Oopsies. I know, I'd rather have sweet coffee than bitter coffee. You know, as I'm putting in these little chibis, I know I wasn't like wasn't so sure about the background at first, but as I'm like placing the chibis in here, I'm like, wait, okay, the background's not as obnoxious as I first thought it was going to be. As at first I was thinking, oh gosh, is this background like ugly? But now that the chibis are kind of sitting in here, I'm like, okay, no, wait. The background looks like it has a purpose. It looks like there's a reason. Yeah, oh that's a good idea. When I should wear my Rayla hoodie if I'm to do something Dragon Prince art. I actually have so many ideas. I still have that Erebos painting that it's like half sketched. It's kind of like he's in the right place and everything's the sketch on the canvas is like compositionally correct. It's just he is not proportionally correct at all. Like proportions are way out of whack. Um but I mean what do I do? I just keep working and I keep fixing it until it's good. But so I have that, and then also too I have an idea of little dragon prince chibis, very similar to what I'm doing here. Have an idea in my head. So I have dragon prince art ideas. How do you stop yourself from having a crush on someone? I don't I don't know, Evil Leia. I don't know if um I'm not sure if I have a good answer for that of how to stop one. I don't know, Evil Leia, you have a crush on someone? What? Please do tell. Spill the tea, Evil Leia. No, it's okay. No pressure. If you don't want to, that's okay. Hmm. Trying to think. I think, like, I guess, let's say, like, why are you, um, if you have like a crush on someone and let's say they're like mean or something like that, like they're actually not a good person, like, I think that's pretty easy to say, well, that person's really not good, just tell yourself, like, it's okay to move on. But let's say if they're like a good person but they're already taken, um I think that could be hard, but also like you got to tell yourself, like, that person already has a person. And I think you could still like that person as like as a human or as a friend, like if they're already a friend. Sometimes it can be tricky. I know it can be tricky to move on from a crush, but I know, find another focus. I don't think I have very good advice for this one. I'm so sorry. I'm also someone that I don't like have, like, I've never been a type of person to crush on someone hard, like a lot. Um, like one of those people that it's like, oh, I got a crush, and then it's like, oh, it's done. That's not me. I focus too much on my art. The few times that I have had crushes on people, it's usually because I'm already vibing with that person and that person already starts to like me too. So it just kind of, I don't know, things happen naturally. Let's see. See, Win has some words of wisdom. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. To learn to accept, to just move on, and it takes time, but it's worth it. If the person is good, you can still love them while being their friend. Absolutely. I think so too. I think that's very good words of wisdom. Aww. Oh, you're fine, Evalea. You're all good. And I see your joke. Thank you. I'm very flattered. I'm blushing. Aw, you're all good. Yeah. No, you're very flattering, Evaleo. I'm taken by someone very awesome. But I will say that um what am I trying to say? I'm all for love. Like, more love, the better. Romantic love for one person, but like kindness and friendship and all that, absolutely, all can go around. Anyways, we need more love in this world. Nah, I am flattered though. And don't worry, Evalea, you will find your person. I swear, I feel like that's how like romantic love always happens. Is that like you end up in the end finding someone naturally when you're not looking for it. That's how it always happens. All right. So getting back to the painting now, I'm just kind of adding shine to Nolo's hair, adding some depth. Because especially with like darker colors, and it can look very flat, and I definitely don't want that to be the case. I don't want that to happen. I'm thinking even too, since it's already such a dark color, and I will be outlining everything to kind of give it like that cartoony type feel. I'm debating in my head, what color do I outline it in? Because typically with like already dark colors like this, it would be outlined with a lighter color. But I also don't want it to look like gray, or sometimes it could give a different mood. Almost like as if something's glowing if it's like black and it's outlined in white. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm thinking of maybe outlining it in blue. like a really dark blue-gray kind of color that might kind of look nice and sleek, like Nolo himself. And how are we on time? Oh my gosh, we're good on time. I swear sometimes I go into this time warp while I'm painting and I'll lose track of time completely. Gosh, I'm just having so much fun. I am. I don't know, there's something very fun about um like working on a childhood favorite. There's just a different kind of joy. And lately, I don't know if other people have noticed this, but I've definitely noticed this, that like nostalgia is very big right now. And I kind of want to ride this nostalgic train. I kind of also want to, work on some pieces that fit that genre. Gotta make room for the high collar. Here we go. There's Mr. Nolo. See what a little bit of gray highlights can do from this side compared to this side. Actually, a lot of the reference photos that I took for this, I actually took from the movie myself rather than just looking through Google Images. I tried to and I couldn't find exactly what I wanted, so I found it faster just to rewatch the movies and pause when I'm like, oh, that's a good picture, or that's exact. I kind of had in mind like what I'm actually looking for. Hey, welcome back, Nacho. Look, Nolo's coming together. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Evo Leia, like nostalgic with CD players and oh yeah, and cassettes. Oh my gosh. I remember the collection of VHS tapes. We still actually have our collection. And I still got my CDs. I still collect CDs. Or DVDs, sorry. I still collect DVDs and stuff. Not so much CDs. I stream all my music. But, DVD collector, yup. I am guilty. Oh, I know. That's how Evil Leia, that's how it always is. Like, I'll just be painting here, and then I'm like, oh, it's been a minute since I looked at chat, and I look over at chat and like, I missed a couple messages. I am so sorry. Let me catch up here. But I know you are cool. Everyone here's cool and knows how I operate. I get lost in my paintings often. All right. So let's work on the orange of Nolo's jacket. Bright orange jacket. This is a tricky part because that's where it like it borders with his hair, and I don't want to get it like muddled in the orange. And his whole jacket isn't orange. It's kind of like just like a strip, like a racing stripe, kind of down each arm. And then it's blue. I'm gonna see if I can I'm gonna try and finish Nolo before the end of the stream, but we'll see how close I can get. And even though I would love to be like, oh, I'll just, stay overtime, I unfortunately cannot today because I do have lots of other things to do. Oh, I missed something in chat. What did I do? I'm so sorry, Evil Leia. I didn't realize that I missed something. Oh my gosh, Evil Leia! I am so sorry! Because of the fairy bot, I completely missed these two paragraphs between you and Wen. Oh my god, hold on. I'll give a minute and I'll read these. I'm so sorry. I feel a little embarrassed. Aww. Very true, Evil Leia, very true. And it's true, sometimes it can be scary to get close to people, especially if you've been hurt before. Because, there's a lot of mean people out there. But also, too, I feel like getting close to people is okay. Like, it's okay to be close to others, it's okay to trust others. Because not everyone's a bad person. Aww. Very true, Win, and I like what you add in there as well. And I think it is important to cherish friendships. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nah. And it's okay to have all different types of friends too. Like to have your online friends and then your real life friends. And heck, I even have people I consider like con friends or like cosplay friends, like we don't really see each other outside of cons, but always happy to see them at an event. Well, I hope, Evil Leia, that you feel comfortable here and you feel like you can be yourself here. Because right here, here's a safe space where you can be yourself and it's okay. We're not gonna abandon you, Evil Leia. Absolutely not. And that goes for everyone here. Exactly. Friendship is magic. You're right. You are right, Win. Alright. Before the stream ends, I at least want to finish this jacket. Gotta at least finish Nolo's jacket. As I'm painting this, I have the soundtrack playing in my head. Which is all available on YouTube, by the way. You can find Teku music on YouTube. I know, I really like the music from this show. It has really good music. If you like EDM and like techno and that kind of stuff, I highly recommend you give it a look. All right, now for the blue of his jacket. I don't really care for the blue I have mixed here because his blue is like very much like a royal blue or cobalt blue. So I'm gonna take some French ultramarine and then a little bit of that what is that teal blue called? I'm kind of spacing the actual name on it, like Caribbean blue. There we go. It's almost the same blue I originally had for the background blue part. Almost. Hence why I also changed it, because I didn't want my characters to blend in. Also, another idea that I had for the chibis is, so when I was a teenager, I created this entire world that full of like it's like a sci-fi magic kind of combination, and I really wanted to write these books based on this world, and I had so many characters and that kind of stuff, but now I don't really see much of the inspiration to write them and complete the series, but part of me wants the characters to kind of still live on. And I thought of doing a group like this of like my own OCs. And even though the books won't be finished, they can kind of live on in another way. So I kind of wanted to, and I wanted to start doing more paintings of my OCs because I do love them. And just the thought of them like never appearing in anything ever again and kind of just staying forever in the journals that I wrote them in makes me a little sad. Like, it's like, really? Is after so much time and energy and dreaming, that's where they ended up? makes me a little sad. So I think I want to bring them back to life, but just they'll look a little different. Oh, so why is royal blue called royal blue? I think Wynn's right. I think it's just it was a color used like in royalty. I'm not exactly sure. Here we go. Almost done. Almost done. There we go. All right. Kind of straightening up some edges here. Adding to some of the details. And there'll even be more details to add later. There'll be a lot more details to add in the second and third layer. Yeah, so the idea is first layer is just block colors. Second layer will be deeper shadows and highlights, and then the third layer will be outline. And every chibi here will go through that same exact process. Yep. And there we go. And it took us right to the time. Haha. Look at that. See, I like when things perfectly happen like that. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Nacho. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a bit better actually. A bit more like myself. I think just sitting here and doing some painting actually was good for me, just to kind of sit and relax for a little bit. Look at him. I mean, it's possible blood. I don't know. Probably depends on the color. I'm sure that some dyes were toxic and some were not. I know, Evil Leia, time does go by really fast. Can you imagine it already? 2 hours went by just like that. Here, I noticed I have some dirties. Clean up the dirties. Be gone, dirties. Hey, blood reached the streak. They reached the stream streak. Yay! Ye dirty, I gotta fix it. Uh-oh, like a cat, meow. Hello, fairy bot, aka caw, meow. Well, thank you everyone for being here and chilling with me and watching the progress of this one. I'm super excited. Oh, so for Friday, to let you all know, I will be streaming Friday, but not my normal time. I have some things going on in the morning, but I am free in the more evening time. When that exact time is, I'll post on my Discord. So it'll just be a little bit later in the day when I will stream on Friday. So, and for Friday, I think I'll continue working on this one. I don't think I'm going to have time to prime the little Jinx booms tomorrow to get them ready for Friday, especially that I still have to fill in the gaps and I have other commissions due to work on. So I'll probably just continue working on this painting here. Nah, thank you, Nacho. Thank you, Win. Thank you, everyone. You're all awesome. You truly are. Thank you. And I will see you all on Friday. Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fun. Um, where I'm just super happy with this piece. Alrighty, everyone. See ya later. Bye.